Today, the Luthuli Museum is visiting KwaMuhle Museum, our sister museum. We are sitting here with KwaMuhle Museum's researcher, Mr. Zuma, who is going to be taking us down on about what the museums are all about. Mr. Zuma, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And thank you so much for coming us to your beautiful museum. You can see your museum is really, really lovely. Would you please tell us briefly what type of the museum is this?
This is the Social History Museums. The reason why we say it is Social History Museums is because it documents history relating to the segregation and apartheid in Durban. That was prior to the introduction of 1948 and the laws that came together with the National Party when it came to power. What we have now in this museum is our major attraction, which is the permanent exhibition called the Durban System. As you can see what we have here, we are in that room that houses the permanent exhibition we call the Durban System. This system was the system wherein during those times prior to the 1948, the development of Durban as a city, and then the laws that were there to guide people and then to segregate them. This museum gives you the history on how people were divided and then given their segregated areas, like your development of townships such as KwaMuhle, your Umlazi, and other townships, your Chatsworth, your Phoenix. So this museum itself, it gives you again the fashion within which people were segregated, because if you look at the Native Beer Act of 1908, that is when the government during those times realized that where people were brewing beer in their households, they decided to declare it illicit. And then through that act, which is called Native Beer Act, they then decided that they want to create beer halls, wherein people will have to come to beer halls and drink. As you can see the setup here, it's like drinking in the cage. So people were given an opportunity not to buy from Abu Mama and Pumban, but instead the act itself.
They would have to go and buy at the beer halls.
At the beer hall. And then that money that was collected from there assisted in the creation and the development of townships. So when we speak about the development of townships, we normally say that that government helped to create.
This government grant, this government helping the societies, that's like development.
That is how it sounded.
That's how we see it. That's how we grew up knowing.
Exactly. That is how it sounded. That's why we normally say that it does not have to be a sterile retelling of already told stories.
Yes.
You need to interpret and look at what happened.
And find ways to actually correct history.
Exactly.
Where I'm sitting now, I see a need for museums and places like that to start correcting history.
Exactly. Because that money, as I said, the Native Beer forced people to drink in beer halls. That money assisted in the development of and the fashion within which black people lived in Durban and how they created this city to be what it is now and the townships that we have. The money was taken from the beer halls through the Native Beer Act of 1908. Hence our decision to have this as the permanent exhibition called the Durban System.
Wow.
So we say it is the Social History Museum.
Thank you so much for your